For the November 2013 Crochet Along in my Crochet Along group, the members voted to do the Tunisian Entrelac Afghan, a free Lion Brand pattern available in the link in the comments of this video. Due to the complexity of the design, there are 3 videos. Please check the comments below this video on YouTube for links to those videos, as well as a link for the free pattern. I also have left-handed versions of the videos, which you'll also find on my YouTube channel and in the comments. Now for this pattern, I have chained 34, and the pattern indicates a multiple of 11 plus 1, so that's 33 plus 1 for 34. And you will only need 7 loops on your hook at a time. Always concentrate on the 7. I'm using a short hook. I'm actually using my Twin Birch Products double-ended hook here. I won't be using that hook. It's just, it doesn't matter. So I'm using a size K, and I'm using Lion Brand Amazing. The yarn used in the pattern is another solid color from Lion Brand. I just wanted to see how it would look if I used the self-striping yarn. So again, concentrate on 7, skip the first chain, and pull up loops in each chain. 2, 3, 4. The pattern does indicate that you should chain and bind off loosely, so keep that in mind while you're chaining. You want some nice loose chains. 5, 6. Now you can see it's only going to spread out on the hook just an inch or 2 there. So obviously a 6-inch hook is plenty big. So now we're going to close them. We're going to leave these unworked until later, and we're going to close these stitches. So 7 loops on the hook. Now, unlike regular Tunisian, normally you would just go through 1 loop here. That's a chain 1. But for this pattern, because it's more like linked stitches, which is just Tunisian crochet as a join as you go method, yarn over and pull through 2 all the way across. Pull through 2 and 2, and again all the way across. You're going to end with 1 loop on your hook, and you'll do that 6 times to close the stitches here. Through 2. You'll end with 1 loop on your hook, just like regular Tunisian. You're just doing little bitty strips of it. So now we're going to do row 2. Now in this pattern, you're going to do simple stitch, which means this vertical bar here in the front, you're going to insert your hook side to side under that vertical bar there. So that's just all the way. 2, 3, 4, and the last one, 5. Now you're going to pick up one of the chains. Now here is a problem where you might experience missing stitches. Pull back on this and make sure that you are getting the right chain. Insert your hook, yarn over. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we've gone into the base chain. So now pull through 2, and again, all the way across until you have 1 left on your hook. And this is the completion of row 2 of this one little motif that we're doing. So let's do that again, side to side motion here. under the vertical bar, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now go into the next chain and close them. 2. See, now we're going to use that entire chain. It's not going to just hang off the side there. We're just going to keep going until we get all the way across. Now I've just completed row 3. And you can easily count where you're at by taking a look at the side here. See, 1, 2, 3. Now let's do row 4. 3. I'm counting the loops here. 3. Remember, you need 7. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Go through 2 until you have 1 left. And now see, we are now on, we've just finished row 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this pattern indicates that we need one more of what we've just been doing. We need a row 5. So let me just do the row 5. 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1 to grow on right down here, 7. Pull through 2. So we've just completed here row 5, and now we're going to move on to row 6. This is the last row of the block. And it's not actually the same sort of row. We're actually just slip stitching across. Let me get some more yarn. So we're just slip stitching across, and what we're going to do is close up that last row with slip stitches. And again, it cautions you in the pattern to do this loosely. So you'll insert your hook side to side, just like before. Pull a loop through, but also pull it through the loop on the hook, and do that loosely. Do that 5 times. 2, side to side. We're just doing a slip stitch here. 3, 4. Again, loosely. Make sure you do that loosely. Last one, 5. Now we slip stitch into the next chain. Just a slip stitch over here as well. So we have now completed the first motif, and it will sit diagonally like this. And we're getting ready to start the next motif. Alright, I've just finished this motif, or this block, and I'm going to get ready to start the next one. Remember, we need 7 loops on our hook. We have 1. So now we're going to use the unworked chain here and pull up loops here until we have 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, like before, this is just the first row. Just make sure we have 7. And it's just like the first row over here, same exact. Pull through 2. Now, if you have been doing Tunisian crochet and you do that chain 1, the yarn over and pull through 1, it may take you just a little bit to get used to not doing that chain 1 at the beginning of the closing. But don't worry, you'll get it. And then later on, when you're trying to do Tunisian, you'll forget it again. It'll just take some practice. Get the hand motions down. So again, 7 loops on your hook is our goal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 down here. Now, that's row 2. 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, all the way until you have 1 remaining. And this is row 3. Pull up loops. 4, 5, 6, and 7. And pull through 2, and again, all the way across. Again, you can count them to see what row you're on. We're on row 3. And this is row 4. 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. And close. Again. And row 4. One more row of exactly the same. Whoops, that wasn't right. Try that again. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then into the chain. Now pull through 2, all the way across, and then you're going to be ready to slip stitch across. So we have our 5 rows, and now again slip stitch, remembering to do this loosely. You don't want your bind off to be too tight. 2, 3, 4, 5, and then slip stitch into the chain. And now we have completed the second block. Oops, that's backwards. And you will continue making blocks like this all the way across for the remainder of the chain, and then we'll come back and demonstrate how to build on these. Okay, I have just finished off camera the last block. So I have 3. Remember, I started off with a multiple of 11 times 3 plus that 1 extra to start off with that you skip. So I have 3, and what this will get a little loopy until you start working more rows, but for now it's going to be loopy and it's going to be difficult to see what's going on, and you need to make sure that you don't twist these. You see how easy it is to do that. Make sure that you don't twist these, because you're going to now work blocks in each dip. The recesses here, see right there, we're going to work right into there in order to put new blocks. So according to the pattern, what you do here is now you cut off. So I'm going to cut off over here, and naturally I'm already thinking, I wonder if there's a way to turn and work, so I'm already thinking that. So I'm just going to cut that off, and then we're going to join to start the next row of blocks.